accomplished this is unreal, actually. It's very hard to believe that we've been through so many countries. We've been into Moscow and St. Petersburg and actually fought with the traffic in 30-degree heat. It's quite an incredible achievement, I think. As I say, it's almost unreal to think we've done that.
It's satisfying, but it hasn't sunk in yet, so I think eventually I shall feel really pleased with myself.
Absolutely amazing. It's been quite a challenge all round. We've had a lot of early mornings and extremely long rides, but it's been an amazing time getting to know the team, watching relationships develop, and to arrive back on English soil now, having accomplished what we set out to do, is just brilliant.
It feels really good to have got back to England and safely completed this trip. It has been a major challenge, but to get here, to take 12 different people from 12 different backgrounds, throw them together as a group and complete a challenge like this has been amazing.
The fact that we've managed to do it at all has just been a real witness to everybody that's been involved, and also just a tremendous effort by the whole team to make the journey.
I think the challenge is there again, wrestling with the roads and trying to keep together and not get lost.
For me, one of the challenges, not being a biker, not being used to being on a bike, was keeping a helmet on for 8, 10, 14 hours a day. They're very tight and they hurt the head and the ears. So I was very glad to take the helmet off at the end of each day.
The state of the Russian roads was just desperate, so after 300 miles of crashing along Russian roads with potholes every few yards was pretty soul destroying, so that was a really hard day.
Sometimes literally is staying awake, just keeping the level of concentration up, so that having to drive quite close, you had to really concentrate all the time. There was not a moment for relaxation where you could have a look round at the road.
Getting through the Russian border from Latvia was quite a challenge. It took us over 5.5 hours. Just the sheer volume of paperwork and the number of people to get through.
Just taking 12 people and trying to work together, but I think God uses everybody to rub rough corners off people, mould the group together, as people come from completely opposite backgrounds, and everybody's just got along really well.
The highlights?
The highlights.
The highlights of the trip for me were, firstly, we visited 2 orphanages in Estonia, and we took the children there for a little ride around on our motorbikes, and the squeals of delight as we rode round were just amazing. I also thought Poland was particularly wonderful. We enjoyed a lovely time of riding through the country roads there. We saw loads of eagles. They were amazing. It was like we're being covered by eagles as we went along.
Arriving in Russia was a real sense of achievement. Arriving in Moscow, to think, yeah, we've done it.
I loved St. Petersburg. I'd been really looking forward to going there anyway, and to stop in the Palace Square in front of the Winter Palace was just extraordinary, and then to go on to the British Consulate and be entertained for tea and watch Alex being interviewed on Russian telly was fantastic.
Meeting the Polish Christian bikers, the pleasant way that they treated us, the lovely way that they treated us really. They took us around and they met us.
Arriving in Moscow and actually stopping at Red Square, finding somewhere to park, and just getting our photographs taken as we'd originally intended, with St. Basil's in the background and the whole group together, safe and sound.
Visiting the orphanages and actually meeting the children. I think that was important because it brought the meaning of the whole trip and why we were doing it. And it wasn't about us and the bikes, but it was about the children.
And my main thought for this is, we've done this now, and hopefully now the result of this is those Kids for Genesis projects will have a lot better future.